Why is this always suggested? What kind of things do you actually write down? And how do you know if it's even helping you? These are all the things I wonder about gratitude lists. This is Beth Wee in the Koinonia Kitchen with Lee Kimball. Lee, do you write a gratitude list?
At this point, Beth, I do as needed.
As needed. And were there times in your life where you've written gratitude lists as a way of life?
Yes.
Okay, so when would you need it? You said as needed. I'm interested in when would it come to you that I need to write gratitude lists?
When something's disturbing me and I'm focused, I'm locked in on it, and I need a reminder. You know, I was raised by a mom who one of the sayings that I remember so well is I cried because I had no shoes until I saw a man with no feet. And you know, the process of writing a gratitude list reminds me that, number one, I'm not the worst off. There's always somebody that's got it worse. And number two, if I look at my life and if I can take it into the now, the right here, right now, sitting here with you right now doing this podcast, in this moment, if this is as good as it ever gets, I'm really blessed.
Yeah.
You know, I have to, every now and then a gratitude list will help me remember my gots as opposed to focusing on my nots.
Yeah. I think that's true. It's kind of like dark or light. Which do you want to live in? I prefer the light. I prefer, I live in Florida. You know, seasonal mood disorder is a real thing in places that are dark a lot of the year. And it can cause depression. And I think that living in the light makes me feel better. And I'm not just saying living in Florida, but living in the mental light. Like, what's good? Like, I've written gratitude lists. You know what? I'm really grateful that I was born after the guy who invented flush toilets.
I thought you were going to say air conditioning.
Yeah, well, air conditioning
Him
too, yeah. Or the combustible engine. So I can drive a car. Yep. You know, I mean, I like horses, but it's a lot. You know, you think taking care of a car is a lot. Taking care of a horse, if that was your means of transportation, that was a lot. That was a big deal, you know. And if your horse got injured or hurt, you were down. I'm just looking back. As I look through history, I'm grateful I was born at this time in the world. I'm grateful for so many things. You know, I'm sitting in here looking around thinking of all the little things that I take for granted. I think that that's what a gratitude list does. It brings me back to the right now. Because when I'm in the dark, I'm usually worrying about something I did that I'm not happy with, or worrying about what's coming up that's 2 miles down the road. I don't even know if it's real.
And this is a tool, Beth, that, you know, when I've been working with people and when they're struggling with negativity, when they're, again, locked into thinking about something, very often it can be, and it's from a book I had read, you know, not getting something they want or losing something they have.
Right.
Okay, and they're just in that negative. I will suggest sitting down and writing a gratitude list. Okay, and at that point, how bad do you want to get past it? Okay, right. Are you going to make the effort to sit down and do this? And do I understand it? Do I understand how it works? We've spoken before about putting pen to paper. Okay, I heard it once said, you know, do I know how a microwave works? No, but it works. Okay, do I know how the act of sitting down and writing a gratitude list, I mean, really, how's it going to make me feel better? You know, I got an idea, but it does. It does works.
It does work, yeah. You know, the strange thing about a gratitude list is it just takes you back to where you are. Some of you listening and some of us sitting here have had a history where we weren't proud of what we were doing, or we weren't happy with how our life was going, or we were making bad choices. And we came into the light, so to speak. We came to know a better way of living. For me, I started practicing the 12 steps early in my life. I've had a great life.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a wonderful life. But why?
Has it always been cherries, strawberries, and rainbows?
No, but I'm really grateful for what I have, where I've been, what I can bring to a party, so to speak. And I don't mean the cheese dip. I can bring my experience, my strength, my hope to somebody who doesn't have any right then.
Well, a gratitude list, Beth, ties directly to one of the analogies you use that I love, the kaleidoscope.
Mm-hmm.
Because through a gratitude list, you look into a kaleidoscope, the slightest little turn changes the whole picture.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And writing a gratitude list can do that for me.
And you know what else about a kaleidoscope?
What's
if
that?
If you point it toward the light, it's brighter. So how do you write a gratitude list? You get a pen or a pencil or a crayon or a Sharpie or anything that will write, and you actually write it down. I mean, can you do it in your head? Yes. Will you get the same benefits? No. Writing it down, you'll start to see. And once you start to write a gratitude list, oh my goodness, it gets really good. I'm going to give an example. I'll take my son, Luke. Now, I can say I'm grateful for Luke. I'm grateful that I have this son, Luke. But what if I have to keep going and I don't get to say Luke anymore? Now, I can be grateful that Luke has big brown eyes. I can be grateful that Luke needed glasses for those eyes, and we got it done. And he was able to read and see as a child. We were able to figure it out that he needed glasses. I can be grateful that Luke makes a funny face when he's lying. So I always know that he's got to tell. And I always know when he's trying to put one over on me. I can say I'm grateful that Luke has a wonderful sense of humor. Although there are times when he's pulling one over on me where it doesn't feel so great to be caught in his humor. But I love that he likes to laugh. And it can go on and on and on. I'm grateful that he's good in the ocean, that he can swim strong. He's a strong swimmer and he loves to snorkel. That's a free, fun time that he can have any time he just goes to a beach. I'm grateful that he's good with other people. I'm grateful that he's good with animals. And you got the idea?
Yeah.
The kid's 28, you guys. I could go on for pages and pages just about what I'm grateful for with this one person.
As opposed to, I can sit here and think about things I wish were different with my daughter. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've spoken before about parents being solution-based, but my gratitude list with my daughter far outweighs any of the critiques, if you will.
Or negative or bad times that you went through with her.
Oh, yeah.
Or with my kids. I gotcha. So here's the deal, guys. Gratitude lists. Why are they always suggested? Because they work. What kind of things do you write? Anything in the moment that you look around and see that you're grateful for. How will you know if it's helping? You'll feel better when you're done.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Go out there and celebrate your right now. Celebrate your life. How do you do that? Write a gratitude list.
Try it.
It's time to take addiction out of the shadows and shine the encouraging light of recovery on everyone affected. Good Seed Podcast is powered by BethWE.com, a nonprofit ministry based in Vero Beach, Florida. We'll start the uncomfortable conversations that turn despair into hope and complacency into action. Connect, communicate, and thrive with us. Check us out online at BethWE.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again soon.